cool. The interaction with Thragtusk and Dustmantle Seer, even though it's a 5-drop, you gain the life back.
Right.
But unfortunately, Phil does not have that in his deck. He decided on no Thragtusk. All right, so there's a Victim of the Night that takes out the Thragtusk, giving Kris a 3/3 Beast. And Phil follows it up with a Deathrite Shaman and passes the turn. Let's see what Kris has here. So now this is Kris's turn 4. Although he has access to 6 mana, it's still only his turn 4. And is that what I think it is? No way. Wow, a turn 4 War Leader. If this resolves and Phil cannot kill it, this is really, really bad for him.
Yeah, he has a Dimir Charm, but unfortunately,
This is 12 damage. Maybe he's wishing that Dimir Charm took out that Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Wow.
Yeah. He could probably go back in time and say, whoa, 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 on your upkeep, you know? Like, wow.
So, first attack phase, Phil takes 6. Second attack phase, he's going to take 6 more.
That is just crazy. Phil's going to be on 7 life?
7 life on turn 4. Ouch.
And he's got the War Leader still in play, the Beast, and the Pilgrim.
Yeah, Phil
So
Blechman,
even though the Pilgrim didn't attack, it still gets to attack.
Phil Blechman in a World of Hurt here. He actually, despite being the colors, that you normally associate with tons of removal, he doesn't really have that much. He has 2 Victim of Nights, he has 2 Izzet Charms, 4 Dimir Charm. These cards don't really kill a huge creature.
Yeah, I think Phil probably wishes he did not just kill that Thragtusk. I mean, the Thragtusk didn't really... I mean, he kills a 5-power guy, but the guy gets a 3-power guy.
Right.
So what is it really doing? And now that the War Leader's in play, it's just...
Yeah, looking at the deck list, Phil Blechman has a tough matchup here.
Yeah, I mean, Phil's deck is really cool, but with a deck that can just go, turn 2 Loxodon Smiter or turn 4 War Leader, it's just pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen Phil overload his sideboard with more removal spells. That way he has a shot against these big creature decks.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're trying to make this cool interactive deck with Desperate Ravings and Izzet Charms and Tibalt, you have to really fit everything in.
Now, interesting to note, he does have 2 Mizium Mortars in his deck, so he's not out of it. He's going to use Dimir Charm, mostly just to try and get a land in the graveyard to accelerate to a Mizium.
Exactly. But he still cannot play Mizium Mortar this turn. He'll still be 1 mana short.
Right. So he's going to have to live for at least 1 more turn if he wants to
I
resolve
think
his
Phil's
mortars.
life is lower than 13. I think we'll get that updated pretty soon. Yeah, he should be at 7. Perfect. So there is a 4th land for Dustmantle Seer.
Okay, well that's pretty good. That stops the attack pretty cold, yeah.
Yeah, but it's also kind of dangerous because Phil could just hit a really expensive card and take a lot of damage.
Yeah, unfortunately he's out of options though. All he can do is drop the 4/4 flyer and pass.
Yeah. Alright, so Kris draws for his turn. I mean, the game could just end right now. Kris has, many ways to get through these final points of damage.
Exactly. Domre Rod, Boros Charm, Bonfire of the Damned.
Yeah. Yeah, I apologize. I meant to say Kris. I said Phil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kris, yeah. Yeah, even like a Garruk Relentless would just end the game right here as well. Just getting that 1 Deathrite Shaman out of blocking, so.
Right.
But we obviously can't see his hand. He plays his 6th land of the game. This is kind of crazy that this is only turn 5.
Yeah, look at these creatures in play. It's turn 5. A 4/4 flyer that draws a card every turn.
Yeah.
This Relentless Assault.
Oh, wow. Okay, Garruk Relentless, and that should be game. Garruk Relentless will shoot down the Deathrite Shaman. He'll go into his attack step, and he'll attack with all 3 of his guys. Dustmantle Seer could... Well, I guess not game.
Definitely not game. I don't even think Kris has a great attack
really?
here, actually.
You wouldn't attack here?
I mean, the Duskmantle will eat the Aurelia. You'll take 4, you'll drop to 3, and then the creatures will attack again, and it'll trade with the Beast.
No, because you could only attack. You could just attack with the Pilgrim if he wants to.
Okay, well that's not so bad, and then basically leave Phil in a position at 3 life.
Okay, so wait, he decides to fight the Dustmantle Seer.
Interesting.
I don't really like this play that much. Okay, kind of some weird lines here.
Well, the problem is with... Well, basically, you don't get another main phase in between your 2 attack phases, so he couldn't play the Garruk after the Dustmantle blocked,
Well, no, he wouldn't have to. What I wanted him to do is I wanted him to play Garrick. I wanted him to kill the Death Ray Shaman. Then you attack with everything. All right, he blocks the 3/4. Then you either attack with the Pilgrim and force the Pilgrim to trade with the Seer, or you just pass a turn and hope he just flips a 3-mana card.
Right.
The problem is that the Death Ray Shaman is in play, and he can gain life with it. That's the real issue here. The Death Ray Shaman needed to be out of play.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do. Kris is still in a pretty good spot, though, because the Death Ray Shaman is going to soak up that green mana, and all he has is a Falconwrath Aristocrat.
Is Phil thinking about blocking now?
I don't see how
No,
he can
he should
block.
just take it. So he'll go on to 1 life, correct? Well, did he not attack with the Beast first? I was looking at the Warlord.
No, I think he's at 1 right now.
Okay.
Oh, and he drew the Mortars. He can't overload it because he doesn't have a 5th mana. But that's okay, because at 1 life, this Death Ray Shaman is going to start gaining him life.
Yeah.
We think 1 life. We're going to double check on that for you.
All right, so now he just passes the turn. Yeah, so I feel like Kris kind of could have had this game almost in the bag, but instead he made some plays and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the right line would have been there on that turn. I don't really like either of our plays, to be honest. I don't like either of our plays, and I don't like
Really?
Kris's play.
My play was definitely good.
Leaving him with the Dusk Mantle is pretty good.
Yeah, of course. He would have been at 3 life. Yeah, I think Kris is actually to lose the game.
Well, he's not going to lose the game because time just got called.
Oh, okay.
Phil definitely can't win in a few turns.
Yeah, definitely kind of crazy there. I got excited, but we'll see what happens. So those are Slaughter Games naming Thundermaw Hellkite.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting play. I think I would have preferred to see the Aristocrat come down, although I guess Phil can't kill Kris anyway.
Yeah, so now this is turn 0.
Phil's just trying to hold on for the draw here. He just wants to not die.
Yeah, but Kris wants to try to win.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, Kris could just draw Boros Charm here and end the game. That's probably what's going to happen. No, instead it's just a Sacred Foundry.
Yep, he throws it right out there. He knows that Phil's not going to be playing around anything at 1 life.
All right, so there's an Aristocrat, and he swings in with the Aristocrat. I'm not really too sure about swinging in. I don't think you could kill him in the amount of turns, so...
Yeah, this is Kris's turn 3, I believe.
All right, there's a Huntmaster, fellas.
Okay, so that's going to threaten lethal right there. Although Phil Blechman does have the Izzet Charm in hand.
Yeah, but he tapped his mana kind of weird. Because he could have like Izzet Charmed at the end of the turn if he wanted to.
Yeah, he goes up to 3 life from the death, right?
Yeah. I think there's another Dust Mantle Seer he drew off the top, but he doesn't really want to play it. It's just too dangerous. Yeah, this game could have definitely been Kris's if he took my line of play. Garrick Relentless killing Death Ray Shaman, attacking him down to 3 life, leaving Dust Mantle Seer in play at him at 3 life.
Yeah, Phil Blechman doesn't have any life gain. Only Vampire Nighthawk.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Kris is probably going to look back at this game and realize that he could have had it won. Izzet Charm's taking out Huntmaster. Phil passes the turn.
Yep, he realizes he can't be attacking. Kris is at 21.
Yeah, there's like no point.
Kris is going to have 2 more attack phases, this and then 1 more.
All right, so the Wolf comes in. I think I would just block with the Aristocrat here.
Yeah, with Kris only getting 1 more attack phase, all you have to do is not die.
And I think I would make it indestructible with the Death Ray Shaman, like gain 2 life, go to 5. Maybe not.
I think I might keep the Death Ray.
Yeah, that's fine too, yeah. All right, there's a Farseek. So this is turn 3, as you see the dice up there. So now he's going to pass, and it's going to be turn 4. Yeah, so Phil's on a 5. He could play Seer. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a draw. But Kris definitely had this game won. So this is going to be a match that you guys should go back and watch.
It looks like Phil just going to say go. He knows that Kris can't kill him. He's looked through his deck. He knows he can't kill him with any
he didn't say go. He was just seeing if like he presented his deck and cut it or not.
Sure.
So this is a Bonfire here. That's his only out.
Yeah, Bonfire of the Damned. But it's not.
Yeah, pretty sure he just was slammed it. No, it's just Restoration Angel and some lands. So they ended up drawing. So Kris on the right was playing Naive mid-range, Phil playing True Blood. So it looks like they're both going to be 1, 0, and 1.
Yep.
So it's kind of unfortunate sometimes to get a draw this early